everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Redskins going up against the Bears. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Such a solid defensive effort a week ago, and they'll be looking to carry that forward into this one.
And confidence grows. Every time you have a great performance, you think the next one's going to be even better. That's where this defense is today.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Now Cousins. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the screen pass. 32 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go.
In motion, the tight end Reed. They go play action. Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The lone setback is Langford. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The 20. There he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's caught at the 25. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. in the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. That's caught at the 1. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
All right, here we go.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Nate Sudfeld, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A handoff running left is Yeldon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down, Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Now he's flushed out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No. Check. Patriot. Blue line.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun now on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Preston Smith in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Ryan Quigley on now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. Now it's Crowder. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the Redskins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go.
They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gone.
Now back to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Following the interception, Cousins finding time. And his throw here's incomplete. That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing, Cousins, surveying the field. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He'll try again with nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you. They connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to run with Langford, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford as the first half is winding down, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go back to the air here after the INT. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
The lone setback is Langford.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Second down, Cousins. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Play clock winding down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2 yards to go here on third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Back to throw. And incomplete here on third down. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. Now fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And this is picked up by the Bears.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch it.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Niles Paul the intended target, and it's third down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Set,
on third down. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green. Gun. Leopard.
Langford again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll try to run some clock with Langford. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Detroit! Over! All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Now let's go. Good.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cousins. And Cooks has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Cousins now from the 50. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it.
And, a crusher there as it's entered. And now the rookie's free. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now following the timeout, we'll see if the offense tries to change things up. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Cousins on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second down following the incompletion. On second down, Cousins again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A second down throw for Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Cousins. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Let's go!
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down, Cousins. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Try it here. He's back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play. Win or lose.